Hey, I'm Kat Von D, and right now I'm going to show you another neat way of approaching a look using my Spellbinding Eyeshadow book. Okay, so the first look, it's this sculpted eyeshadow wing. I'm going to be using my high voltage eye primer to create that base that will hold all of the color nice and bold throughout the entire day. I'm going to be using the light green, which I've named Birdcage, and we're going to be using a flat brush. Just lightly patting it on, just to make sure that you're getting full benefit of all the color. I would bring the color up just up until the crease, but we kind of want to make sure that we have a distinctive line. Since I'm going to be blending the light green with the dark green, you can just simply flip over your brush, dip it into the darker green, which I've named Gunner, and then lightly pat that from the outer corner of the eye towards the center. Again, you want to follow that crease line. It's your natural eye line, and that's kind of what we're going to be using as our guideline to where this wing will flare off to. Normally when I'm blending two colors like this, I like to just go back and forth between the two until the gradation is pretty smooth. So for this step, I'm going to be using Oddfellow. Using the brush kind of like an eyeliner, I'm just going to lightly draw out where the line is going to go, and then do the same for the top. And because I really want the green to be the main focus of this look, I'm just pretty much using Oddfellow on the outer edges of this. I'm going to go back to that flat brush, dip it into Gunner, and then just go ahead and blend that darker shade into the dark green. Next step, you're going to want to get like a precision smudge brush, something with a little bit of a point, because I'm going to use the next shade for the bottom lid. The color Stupid Autocorrect actually is a very complementing color, and you wouldn't necessarily think that like this really rosy, rusty color would complement a green, but it actually, I think it looks awesome. So using that precision smudge brush, just gently patting it into the bottom lid all the way to the corner. For me, I normally like to like bring it down pretty far, but some people don't like it to be that dramatic. And to finish off the eyeshadow process of this look, I love using the color Galore, which is a beautiful shimmery highlighter, and I'm going to use that right in the corner of the eye. Since the general shape of this look already kind of gives you that eyeliner look, you don't really need a lot of it for me. I'm just going to add a little bit of definition, just a really tiny defined line towards the outside, like so. And then last but not least, mascara. Cool, there you have it. Awesome, so now that I've showed you the first way of using these color schemes, I'm gonna show you the next look. So I've already gone ahead and primed my eye with some eyeshadow primer, and instead of starting with the green, this time I'm actually gonna start off with Stupid Autocorrect, and using a crease blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and just work this beautiful little color into the crease, and then just blend it upwards. Once that's done, I'm going to take my flat brush, and now we're going to go ahead and dive into those greens. I'm going to use the lighter shade first and pat it directly in the center part of my lid, just to try and pack on as much of the green as possible. I'm going to take that same brush, same color, and just add a little bit at the bottom lid, starting from the inside corner and then just stopping right at the center of the eye. And now we move on to the darker color. I'm going to go ahead and dip into that deep green called Gunner, and then gently put some in the corner of the eye, blending it into the Birdcage. So using the tip of the flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and follow along the crease of my eye and blend both the light green and the pinkish color together. I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom lid, and then join it together at the corner. So now to add that dark Oddfellow color, I'm going to take a really tight precision smudge brush and kind of shape out the corners and just bring them out kind of where your eyeliner would land. Once that's done, I'm going to go back to that original blending brush and get Stupid Autocorrect in there again, just so we can have that perfect blend. Now we are going to use a nice clean blending brush, and then we're going to use that same highlighting color, Galore. Go ahead and pack some of this in the corner of the eye for that little highlight. I'm also going to use it as a highlighter right underneath the brow. To tighten everything up, we're going to use some of the tattoo liner. Unlike the other look, I think for this one it would be safe to go a little bit more dramatic and a little more thick. And then of course we've got mascara to go. Personally, I like to add a little bit of darkness on the inner rim of my lid, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I did like using this kind of a fuchsia lip to go along with both of the looks, but you can play around and do maybe a lighter nude looking lip. So there you have it. These are 2 looks that I chose for you using 4 shades and 1 highlighter.